really want to go somewhere that's like, all right, he's got these skills in the ring. Well, we want him to be this because that's not fun to me. Like a big part of what I enjoy about wrestling now is just showing my creativity, um, and putting out a brand that I feel happy with and that people can respect because it's pure and it's authentic. So yeah, I kind of just I want to get picked up by someone that invests in me and I can invest in them, I guess.
Sure. And becoming a performer to where you are now, and you said you struggle with anxiety. What's been the biggest challenge of your career as a professional wrestler?
It's a tough question. I think probably the biggest challenge is just that either getting over the fact when you don't have a match that you enjoy or that you're not proud of. That's always a shit feeling, but it also is motivation that you need to get better. And then also just like I'm always nervous as before matches, so just I'm getting better at it, but just being confident that like this is what you work for, this is what you do weekly. Just back yourself and go out and do it. So they're probably like the two biggest challenges. But during COVID, I just kind of learnt to just have fun and enjoy it. And like if it all goes away again, like boom, that's like how quick it can go away. So just enjoy it. If you fuck up, you fuck up. Who cares? Like it's gonna happen. But just enjoy the ride and just work to get better.
Yeah, man. I think the nervousness is one thing, and I think like if you don't have those butterflies in your stomach before you go out there, that's probably a bigger concern. It's because I think the nervousness shows how much that you really care, and wanting to go out and put on a good show, not just for the audience but also for yourself to be proud of as well, and put out a body of work that lives up to that expectation that you've set for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But like, do you ever feel like sometimes, like, what do you do to sort of calm yourself before a show? Is it just reminding yourself consistently you do this week in and week out, you can do this? You know what I mean? Is it just sort of reiterating that self in your head?
Yeah, it's not always on my mind, but it's just like
Sure.
just pops in every now and then, like, don't fuck up kind of thing. But I usually turn those nerves into energy and just kind of get G'd up to just go out and put on the show, yeah.
Yeah, man. No, I get it absolutely, and it's wrestling and I think it's like wrestling in front of people or speaking in front of people. It can be like, I don't know about wrestling, but even doing any type of performance in front of a live crowd where people are just looking solely at you can be absolutely nerve-wracking. And obviously putting in things that you've like, okay, I've got to remember like X, Y, and Z for this match tonight. You know what I mean? The spot I need to be in at a particular time, and then having nerves on top of that. I think wrestling fans probably don't understand the nervousness of what it takes to be a professional wrestler and perform at a high level as well.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. But a lot of the time, like, crowds are forgiving if people stuff up. It's
Yeah.
not like they don't think it's the end of the world, but it is like there's a lot that goes through your head. And it's just because wrestlers care and have passion for what they do and just want to be good and want to be the best.
Yeah, and I think as well, like sometimes when there's like an error, or like it could be like a slip or whatever it may be, it gives that next level. It gives a level of realism to the match, if that makes sense. Because it's like
Yeah,
if you watch a real match, it's like not every punch lands, not every kick will land. It's not every move will necessarily work. And for
yeah,
me, I always look at it like that because it gives it that sense of
same.
authenticity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you said, in real fight, not everything lands and shit like that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, and that's the biggest thing. But who's been like one of your favorite opponents to wrestle over the years that you've had, might have been like a storyline with or a series of matches with?
Um, it's a good question. Again, I enjoyed getting in the ring with Danny Psycho. Um, I enjoyed getting in the ring with Endo when I got that opportunity. Um, I don't know, just anyone new. I enjoy working. I kind of get bored working like the same people, which happened a lot in the first few years of my career because PCW's roster is exclusive, so you're always kind of wrestling the same people, which can get boring. So pretty much anyone new and anyone that is down to just go out there and be creative and put on a good body of work, like I just enjoy wrestling.
And how was it? Because you said PCW's was exclusive, but like you still wrestle for PCW and other promotions now, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they've relaxed that rule a little bit.
Um, yeah. They're starting to bring in like more people and switching it up a bit, which is good. And I'm lucky enough to be able to work there and other places, and like I'm hoping it opens up doors for a lot of other guys as well because I think
Mm.
they have a lot of talent there. Like it's a ridiculous talent pool. So getting those guys out and about will help everyone and help their product. And they have like six set up, and it can. I think PCW this year really can take off if it does all the right things and gets the right attention on it, especially with the deal with Fight TV as well. I think will be big.
Oh,
And seeing all the wrestlers getting other opportunities, I think throughout the year it'll happen more. It'll be good year.
oh, absolutely. Like PCW's been around for a long, long time as well. So I think, like I remember seeing, like I was actually sent a match with Mad Dog McRae and Lobo from like 2000. I think it was like 2001, where it was like a no rope barbed wire match.
Yeah.
And man, that was, I think it was like the first one in Australia. And like, dude, that match is just fucking insane. Like, great match. Put in those extra extreme elements like barbed wire. It was crazy. It's crazy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
but you know where PCW has been and to where it is now, to be able to open up, and I think promotions like years ago, like in the early 2000s, really had like their own talent, which didn't sort of go across other promotions. And I, as a fan, I always wondered, it's like, why? Like, you look at the
Yeah.
US indies and like you're seeing guys go to all these different shows. I could like looking back at it now, where I'm a little bit more smarter to it. I can go, well, okay, fair enough. Like, then you're not going to see the same stars on every event, but your guys are only working once a month, once every 2 months, where
Yeah.
they could be working multiple times, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I thought of it as well. Like I always thought, in America they're wrestling like 2-3 times a week on the indies. Like I want to do that. But as well, like you said, I worry about now doing like MCW, PCW, and Deathmatch Down Under. Is it going to become overexposure? Like, am I going to oversaturate myself? So it is a fine line to play. But I think that also plays into I'm going to react differently as a character depending on where I am, and I think that'll keep it fresh enough.
Yeah, I mean, Deathmatch Down Under, is very new, and their debut show was absolutely stellar. And I think, depending on how that fan base is going to be, if it's going to be that more extreme diehard fan base, then it's going to give you that opportunity to really explore, different parts of that character that you were talking about before, like going down and doing some heel shit, or then going back to MCW or PCW and being, a top baby face.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we're in the day and age where you can do that. Like a lot of people used to say, "Oh, you don't want to work all these different like sides of you in different companies and shit because it confuses people." But it's not like they're all 5-year-old kids. Like people know what's up. They're just
No.
gonna enjoy it for what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, and
Well,
maybe it might
if you
jade people's opinions of me. Um, but hey, man, like I said, I'm just gonna keep having fun.
well, dude, let me put it to you like this, right? You said you're an ECW fan.
Hmm.
So imagine ECW in the mid 90s if Hulk Hogan walked into the ECW arena, the biggest baby face in the world. He would walk in there and they would boo the fuck out. He would be the biggest heel in the business. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. It's like different crowds are going to react differently depending. And I think it's, some performers that you see can either react negatively to it or embrace it. And the ones that embrace it just get that shit over